Hello, are you looking to enter into the world of cybersecurity, or are you just looking to sharpen your tools for your current job? One of the most sought after skills in the cyber world is the ability to collect and analyze logs from across all a company's network, whether that be from local computers and desktops to their business servers and even out to their cloud offerings. All of this is highly sought after. Maybe you've heard of this tool, Splunk. It is an incredibly powerful tool that continues to grow in its use and is seen in almost all Fortune 500 companies and is a multi-billion-dollar company as it continues to spread and be used. Thank you for turning into L.A.M.E Creations Log Analysis Made Easy, where we are seeking to demystify and simplify your journey into cybersecurity log analysis. And this video is going to focus on Splunk. Splunk is a tool that will collect data from all sources, and it will provide them back to you where you can search for events in real time or historically if you're searching and doing an investigation. Splunk is a tool for you if you have lots and lots of logs. It's easy to look for logs in one or two systems, but as you start to add hundreds and hundreds of systems, you need a tool that pulls them all together and allows you to quickly search them, and that is what Splunk is doing. The focus of this video today will teach you how to install Splunk on a Windows server, ingest logs, search those logs, and be able to present them to other analysts and to management. In order to do that, for this demo, I'm going to use a virtual machine. I hope you'll have the same. You can put this on your own machine, put on a virtual. I'm going to use Server 2019. You can use any server from Windows. You can also use just plain out Windows 10, Windows 11. It doesn't really matter. It will work for all of them. But for this tutorial, we're going to use a Server 2019 and just use whatever works for you. So the first thing we need to do is we need to download a copy of Splunk. I went in, I'm not a fan of Bing, but it shows you can even use Bing here. I put Splunk download. If I go to download, get started with Splunk, it'll take me here and I can actually go to products or start trial. Anyway, you basically see free trials and downloads page. As you click into it, you'll need to log in. You'll have to have a Splunk account. It's free. You just have to put in your email and some contact information. Once you're in, you're good to go. You're going to come down here to Splunk Enterprise and get my free trial. This is good for 60 days and allow you to ingest up to 500 megabytes per day. While that will never work for a giant business, for your home, for learning this kind of stuff, 500 megabytes is plenty. And if it's not, I'm gonna do a selfless plug. Look into Cribble. Cribble is a great means of controlling what data goes into your Splunk instance so you don't blow your licenses. So click on the link above to get some videos on Cribble. Anyway, so we're going to go download that, and I'm going to get my free trial. And you have the option to install on Windows, Linux, or Mac. You can see that Splunk Enterprise, which is the product we're using, will install on almost anything. You can see here, Windows 10, Server 2019, 2022. Cool, if I want to install on Linux, I'd click these guys, or Mac. And so I'm going to do that. I'm going to hit download now. I have already installed it to save some time so you don't have to sit there and watch me download this 458 meg file. All right, now that I've got it downloaded, let's get this installed. I'm going to go to my downloads. I'm going to double click the icon. We're going to let it install. So we can check this box and accept the license agreement. Go ahead and read it if you want to. I'm not even going to customize any options. I'm just going to leave them as vanilla. I'm going to put a username. I recommend admin, but you can put whatever you want. Put in a password. Make sure you remember this because you will not be able to get into Splunk without it. So make sure you write a username and password you can remember. All right, I'll make a shortcut. And then I'm going to let it install. All right, we are back. We now have got Splunk successfully installed. Launch browser. Sure, let's do that. And we're going to need to remember that username and password we used when we set it up. We're going to got it, go away. And so now we have a few options. We can go search and reporting, but we want to ingest data. And so we can do add data from here, or as the most common, depending on what version, see the most recent versions, you can go grab your stuff here. But for those who are using a little older versions of Splunk, the most common method of getting data in is settings, data inputs. So we'll go do that. And Splunk can ingest from lots and lots of locations, but to keep this video simple, we are just going to pull in our local. And so I'm going to do local event log collection. And we're going to go grab our most common logs. I'm going to do my application, security, and system. I have a lot of other options if I want, but I'm just going to keep it to those. And I can choose an index. I can leave it at default. I'm just going to leave it at default for now. And we'll let that go ingest. And what you'll notice is it's going to say localhost. You want to make sure it's enabled, and it will be. And then if you ever want to turn it off, you can just hit disable. But doing that sets your Splunk instance up to be monitoring all of your local settings, all of your local logs. So we're going to come back and we're going to navigate right here to Splunk Enterprise. This takes you back to your main screen, and you can choose any app. You can also just drop this apps down and pick it. We're going to go to search and reporting. Now I'm going to put a little plug up here. We're going to skip here first. If you go look at skip tour, I am going to, if you click up above, there are links to lots and lots of playlists on videos I have put together to give you far, far better ways of learning how to search and to understand this. But for the most basic things so that you can start on your journey, we're going to use the keyword star. This is not a good practice, but it will work for what we're doing. If I hit start, this little search bar, it'll come back and show me here are all my logs. And just let's look around here. We can see that there's my Windows box. This is it. This is the same. So these are all the local logs. I can see I have multiple sources. There's my security logs, my system logs, my application logs. I can see some useful fields down here. By all means, play around. You really can't break it by clicking these things. So I'm just going to look around, log names, keywords. Oh, look, audit success, audit failure. Those are interesting. So let's go here and let's just show how we can really quickly break some of these things down. I'm going to go grab, I'm interested here in this audit failure. So let's go look at that. And we can see that log name is security. I can go hit add to search. And as you'll notice it's doing here, keywords equals audit failure. I can put log name. Why it didn't choose to put log name equals security is a little sad to me, but whatever. I'm gonna go and say, oh look, event code 4625. I can just click that, add to search. Or maybe I want to exclude it from search, but we're going to do add event code equals 4625. And so that's going to bring back all of my, if we read them, show all 61 lines. Audit failure login. An account failed to log in. So I can see all of my logins. I can see that the administrator account failed to log in. And if we go down here, we can see account name. So I can see all of the different account names here. So let's go and put account name in there as well. Let's just, and so I can do a nice little table, and I can grab the fields I want. So maybe I'm going to go put account name here, and I'm going to put event code, and I'm going to put time and computer name. I can change the order of them, but now I can quickly see, these account names, these machines. So I can see administrator, guest, F. Farkle, J. Doe. So, we're missing some. We definitely want to see the message. So we need to go get that message out of there. So how do I get the message? If I go look, show all files, we got a subject here, message. Is there a field over here called message? Oh, look, there's a message. Cool, so let's just throw that in there as well. And I'm going to do message. And I could reorder these. Maybe I want my time to be first. So I'm just going to come over here and put underscore time. Underscore time is a special field. It exists in every log, and that's the time that the log occurred. So I always like to have my time in there. So we're going to have time, account name. There is no event code there. I must have wrote event code wrong. Yep, see, there's a good example. It is case sensitive. So put a C, capital C there. Event code and message. Again, case sensitive. There's my message. Cool. All right, so I can display this stuff really simple. Let's show how we can put this up in front of others. And so I can do, we're going to make a, go here to dashboards. I'm going to skip the tour, create a new dashboard. And I'm going to show failed logins. Description, cool, we'll leave it alone. We'll put a shared. And we're going to use classic dashboards right here. And I'm going to go put an add panel, add input, and I want time because I want the user to be able to select the time that those logs came in. And then I'm going to go do add panel, and I'm going to go new, and I want to use a statistics table. That just makes a nice little table for us. And I can put that in there, and I'm going to say use time picker. And I'm going to go grab this shared time picker. That's this thing right here because I put it in there. Can use that and add to dashboard. And if I hit save, we scroll down, we can see there were 3 pages worth of stuff. If I flip this to going, give me the last 15 minutes, this page will update. I don't have any failed logins in the last 15 minutes. What about the last 4 hours? And so it will just change based off the time I pick. I'm going to do one more, and I haven't explained this to you, but I just want to show power of dashboards. You don't just have to display text. So I'm going to add a panel, and I'm going to do a line chart. I'm going to paste that in. And I'm just going to do stats, time chart, count by time. And this is basically saying, I want a time chart. I want the amount of events that occurred by time. So I'll hit add to dashboard. Oops, I don't need by time because it's already implied by the fact I use time chart. My bad. Apply. And now I have a time chart. So I can see when my failed logins occurred. Maybe I want to stick it up here. And let's add one more chart. Add panel, new, let's do a pie chart, paste that in, and this one's going to be a stats, that's statistics, count by, was it username? Oh, we don't know. Let's see. I'm going to have to go back and go grab that query. So let's duplicate this one here, duplicate tab. We're going to do a search. Oh, see, there it is, account name. I just saw it. Account name. So if I do a add panel, new, pie chart, stats count by account name. Use time picker, share time, add to dashboard, and I can see exactly which accounts are failing logins. So let's move this all the way up. We're going to move this down below. Come on, down below. There we go. We'll give it a title. We'll say this is failed logins over time. Accounts with failed logins. Data for failed logins. And just like that, I have a nice little chart, and I can go export. I can export this as a PDF. I can print it. I can also come into search. If I go to dashboard here, Splunk Enterprise, I can make it the very, go to dashboard here, and I can choose a home dashboard. So I'm looking for failed logins. There it is. I select that. Without having, right on the very front page, I can have a nice little dashboard that I can come in and look at every day. And so this is just a very basic tutorial on Splunk. What we've done, we downloaded Splunk, we've installed it on a Windows server, we have ingested Windows event logs, we have made some queries, shown some ways to search the stuff, and we have come back with and created dashboards, whether it be for us or for management level. We've created really quick, beautiful visualizations to show what you can do with Splunk. Again, this is just the beginning of the videos. I hope you'll watch you'll subscribe to my channel, and you'll see all the video playlists I have. I have tutorials on how to search. I have tutorials on how to set up Splunk instances on Linux. I have far more complicated infrastructures, so and they call it clustering. There is just lots and lots of videos there. Please subscribe to my channel, join the video logs, go look at the playlist, and I hope you'll find stuff that will help sharpen your tools and help you become a stronger cybersecurity analyst. And I hope this helps you, as I like to use my analogy, more lame, less brain. Our job here is to make this job, your job, as easy as possible. Hope you'll subscribe and keep coming back.